Welcome to Realtor Rentals. I'm Susie Rogers here with my husband David Williams. We're the owners of Northside Video here in McMinnville, Tennessee, and it's so good to see everybody back again. Hope everyone made it through this last 4th of July weekend. We had a good time.
We did, you know, hey, them ice cream churns were rumbling and grumbling, and of course then the eating afterwards was pretty well silent. Everybody just kept they were concentrating on that eating.
You know, I tried something on our pre-Father's Day get together, and I went on the internet and found the recipe for the Wendy's chocolate frosting. Everybody loved it.
Yeah, you know, and then we even went as far this time as to go get the Amish whole milk to put in it. So.
Right, and we went strawberry too.
Yeah, so hey, we had it going on there.
We did.
Heck.
And it's a lot easier than mixing up regular homemade ice cream, you know, 3 ingredients, well, bam, you're done.
Hey, and there wasn't no complaining. I don't think there was anything left.
Well, you know, you had my brother-in-law, David Bass, say, I don't even like homemade ice cream. This was good. And then nephew, Christian, I don't like chocolate, and I like that. It's better than Wendy's.
So, hey, and so here we go. We had a good one, though.
We did. It was a hit.
Heck, you know, of course, there was fireworks shot off on a variety of days.
I know, even though we had pretty much rain.
Mm-hmm. But, you know, hey, it all worked out good, and we hope everybody had a good, safe one. If they went somewhere.
Didn't get too sunburned or...
Yeah, that's a big thing, is that sunburn, you know. And we sure hope that everybody, you know, we got all of our war-type movies and things on the 4th. We hope that everybody remembered our veterans whenever they were firing off fireworks to sort of let them know what to expect, because some of them still have some trouble with that.
That's right. We should have mentioned that on our 4th of July special about the fireworks. It bothered our dog Grindle, so.
Oh, she was terrified. Heck, it's amazing, as big a dog as that was, and she got through about that little bitty space of window. Now, she didn't go running off nowhere, but she sure hid. But that was good memories. But, you know, I hope that a lot of people had some good 4th of July memories.
I do too.
You know, but like you said, you know, there's always them people that still trying to get them sunburns healed up now, and
that's right.
That sunscreen, even though they put it on, it just didn't last once they hit the water, or the sweat sort of beat it up off of them.
Keep putting it on, keep putting it on.
So, you know, what is it, that bullfrog or something that's supposed to stay on there?
I think so. That's what went through my mind was bullfrog.
So, you know, hey, you know, and we didn't never hear what Kelvin did with his boys for the 4th yet. We'll have to get him down on the next show and find that out, so.
He usually takes them fishing or something, but who knows? It's
hard to say. Them boys are all rambunctious now. But, you know, speaking of rambunctious, this very first movie's a thrill ride.
It is. It's a very rambunctious type of movie.
Man, really and truly, all 4 of them are.
Yes, they are. This is just a very action-packed show today.
Right, and like you mentioned before we got started filming, all of them carry an R rating today, so may not be for all the youngsters, but...
And some of it's just R rating because there's some action and people get killed. It's not always violence or drugs or anything like that.
But most of these movies here, somebody's expiring.
Well, this is true. Well, let's get started with our first movie for the day. First trailer we want to take a look at is for Sisu.
Boys, get down on your knees. We got gold!
He was a Finnish commando. He lost his home and his family in the war. He became a one-man death squad. He's one mina that you do not want to mess with.
You'll see what happens when you take everything from him.
Do you really believe that he's immortal?
No, he just refuses to die.
How many mines did we bury here?
All of them.
You? And you?
This is not about who's the strongest. This is about not giving up. We have a word for that in Finland.
Sisu!
We might have a problem.
That was a trailer for Sisu, rated R, from Lionsgate Home Video. This stars Jorma Tamalia and Asko Henny. Now this was made in Finland, is a Finnish movie, so if you're fans of Finnish movies, maybe you recognize these people, but I didn't, but they were great actors. Poor Jorma, boy, he really carried this movie because it was about him and the dog.
Hey, this was one of them though. Now you talking about, it didn't take long for this action to start. And of course, it's from the people that brought us John Wick. So you've got an idea on the amount of killing and violence. And, you know, it's sort of one of them movies that, another one, do somebody wrong and see what happens.
Oh yeah, and don't mess with somebody's dog.
That's right. Now, evidently them writers are dog people. Because,
Must be. You didn't mess with John Wick's dog.
So, and, you know, I thought what you said there coming into the first of the show on, all of a sudden this was a Rambo version set at World War II.
Right, and even though this is in Finland, this is in English, and we maybe should have said that because when I said Finnish actors, they may thought, well, I can't understand this and I don't want to read it, but it is in English.
Right, and needless to say, as the preview said, you know, once somebody loses everything, they don't have a whole lot more to lose. And then whenever you got that mindset of that, delivering is a very big thing.
Well, and another thing this movie brought you was you got a little piece of history from World War II that I wasn't aware of, you know, about what happened in Finland and around the Czech Republic and some different places.
Well, and you know, that's just it. We hear our side, but we don't hear a lot of the things that happen in other countries because, you know, you hear about Britain and France and us, but the other small countries that got absorbed or took over and, you know, up there around Finland and stuff, there's a lot of conflict going on even to this day.
Exactly.
You know, probably lucky that they didn't fall underneath the Soviet regime of the end of the war.
I think they were one of the countries that did not.
I don't think they did, but I mean, they're probably lucky,
probably
the way
lucky.
the lines were. And then they might be like Ukraine, still fighting today.
That's right. But you know, this young man, he'd been through a lot, seen his family killed, all of his village people, and when he found his pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, he wasn't letting anybody take it away from him.
No, he was more powerful than any leprechaun we've ever seen.
That's right.
So, but take a good look at Sisu.
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 It's S-I-S-U, so however you would pronounce that.
And the cover does not jerk you in on this movie.
No.
It's a black and white type looking cover, so you may overlook it. You may overlook it on Ben Lomond On Demand or whatever.
Right, and don't think it's a sci-fi movie or a horror movie because he does look pretty rough, but after everything he's been through, he has the right to look rough.
That's right.
So that was our first R-rated movie for today. Let's take a look at our second one. Now this calms down just a little bit, but it's every bit as exciting. Let's take a look at the trailer for To Catch a Killer.
Olympic-class marksman running wild. Every shot found its mark.
305 west of the end.
No casings, no brass, not a single fingerprint.
Start recording. Every face on video. Get him on your phone.
He didn't come here to die, and he does not want to be found. We're gonna disappoint him.
These people, they're just born playing evil.
Evil is cutting off a bird's wing just to see what happens. This guy is swatting mosquitoes.
Why'd you say that thing about mosquitoes?
I don't think he's looking for destruction. I think he's looking for relief.
What's your name?
Eleanor Falco's.
She staying? I'd have to ask for your transfer.
I'd be working for the Bureau.
You were rejected by the Bureau. It was your psycho that did you in. Aggressive, addictive, antisocial. This is the profile of people we arrest, not hire. I think you got talent. I need you to use it as fuel to bring me something new. Now. This guy's on a spiral of destruction. I expect you to slide down after him. Different genders, different races.
There's no pattern.
Somebody trained him. Somebody loved him. Somebody sold him that gun. We find them. We find our guy. I can think of two reasons why you might be getting a good read on them. FBI! Drop your weapon! Why do I have to play by your rules?
They brought me in because they thought I'd understand you.
You making any progress?
Well, I'm here.
That was the trailer for To Catch a Killer, rated R from Vertical. This stars Shailene Woodley and Ben Mendelsohn. Now this takes Shailene into a whole different realm than what I've seen her portray before in a movie.
Right, and you know, this movie's got some uniqueness to it, but it's been something that we've maybe seen before on somebody being a sniper, and then the profiler that's got to try to bring them to figure out why, who, what, where. And needless to say, they get pretty charismatic in finding out all this information.
They do, but what was interesting about her character to me is she had applied to the FBI but had been turned down because she deals with being a little crazy, and but then when they needed her, come on, let's go to work.
You know,
but then her crazy meshes with the killer's crazy in a way, and it takes one to find one.
Yeah, and it gets real bizarre there. Now, this don't reach up to the standard of like Silence of the Lambs or any of them, but they did a good job with what they worked with. You know, some of the lines in the movie could have maybe been a little stronger, but, you know.
But it's a good watch.
Right. And probably the people doing this was trying to throw out a political statement.
Well, you know, at one time this would have been a movie that this would have been a young man that was pulled in to be the profiler and not a young lady. But I think she does a good job with pretty much carrying this movie on her own.
Oh, she definitely does. And, you know, but this movie deals with mental issues, social issues, corruption, you know, so it runs the gamut. So take a good look at it and figure out if you can be the one to catch a killer.
That's right. Maybe they could have been an FBI profiler.
That's right.
That's right. So we're going to gear it down a little bit and go to the comedy side of our show today. This was just a hilarious little outing. Everybody, I would recommend it to anybody, even your kids, maybe not your 5- and 6-year-olds, but let's take a look at the trailer for Mafia Mama.
I have terrible news. Your grandfather is dead.
I don't even know him. They want me to fly to Rome tomorrow night to settle his affairs.
Start thinking about you.
I landed safe in Italy.
The Colosseum.
Oh, what? Where is it? Can we go back?
We have to go to the funeral.
What did my grandfather do? What is going on?
Mafia! My
My dying wish is that you be the new boss of the Balbano family.
I've got a lot going on at home. My son just went to college, and my husband just cheated on me.
You want me to take care of him?
No. No. No, God, no.
We need someone who's level-headed, unassuming, and empathetic.
Did you just call me pathetic?
We are in the middle of a war with our enemies, the Romanos.
We have to kill those Romanos before they kill us.
It's just like The Godfather.
Oh, right, yeah. I never saw The Godfather. Okay, look, it's really hard to find 3.5 hours.
How are we supposed to appear strong when she is this?
You look like a librarian.
Find any hot Italian men yet?
He tried to kill me. What?
You're the boss.
Well,
and the boss takes care of business.
I made muffins.
I am tired of this war.
My family is tired of this war. Oh my gosh, TripAdvisor does not lie. Can I get another scoop? Ozzy, hi. I'm still in the dark here. No, it's a figure of speech.
That was a trailer for Mafia Mama, rated R, from Bleecker Street. This stars Toni Collette and Monica Bellucci in her lead roles. And poor Toni Collette, she gets thrown into a hornet's nest and had no idea she was going there.
No idea, but you know something? She developed some very good friendships within that movie.
She did.
You know, even some of them that was willing to take care of problems that was here at home. But, you know, she had to think about it for a minute, though, everybody.
Yeah, but when you're, I would assume, part of the mafia and you're now the head honcho, the Don, and somebody's done you wrong, your minions are going to go take care of them if you want them to.
And maybe if you don't.
Maybe if you don't, that's right.
You know, but needless to say, within about a 2-day period, her world gets turned upside down.
Oh, yes.
And, you know, of course, prior to her experiences in Italy, you know, her most exciting thing was watching this cooking show and things. So,
Right.
you know, then all of a sudden here you get bounced over to Italy. This has a little bit of a feel of Tuscan Sun. Mm-hmm. It don't have a feel of like The Sopranos or nothing.
No.
It's a lot lighter hearted, but you know, of course, and you've seen it in the previews, the thought that she had not watched The Godfather was just...
Oh, that was just...
Yeah, you know, that was almost sacrilegious, you know, but... and it's not... It's got a little bit of the old feel of the Mafia, a little bit of a new Mafia. And, of course, even her field as a cosmetic person on trying to sell things to senior adults to make them look better was a sort of a ruse too. So,
Right.
You know, but needless to say, she embraced the Italy very well. Mm-hmm. Learned it quickly. There's not really a whole lot of any kind of a sexual innuendos in this movie. So it falls in good for any of those that want to see, like you were saying, a little older teen or younger teen and up.
Right.
Works out pretty good. I think more mamas are going to appreciate it though. And some of them might wish that they was near as tough.
Well, you're probably right. But you know, she stepped up to this and it was a good show. And although it is a comedy, there again, it has the action that our other movies have had today.
So it may fall into one of your date movies.
Yeah, there's some romance in it. Maybe it would fall into one of my date night movies.
And I bet that everybody that started in had a great vacation in Italy.
Oh, I bet they did. Makes me want to be an actor.
Hey,
Kathy Bates did it.
that's
Hey.
right.
Well, our last movie for today is the last installment in a long franchise of horror movie. Let's take a look at the trailer for Scream 6.
Please help me. Just down there. There's a line here, girl.
You got a problem here, guy?
I had this secret. There's a darkness inside of me. It followed me here. And it's gonna keep coming for us.
We share a certain history. This isn't like any other ghost face.
What is this place?
A shrine. We've got to lure him in. We execute him.
Hello?
Let's play a game.
You know you're like the 10th guy to try this.
Maybe. But there's never been one like me, Gale. I'm something different.
That's why I'm gonna shoot you in the head. You want me. So let's finish this.
Guys?
That was the trailer for Scream 6, rated R from Paramount. This stars Melissa Berea, Courtney Cox, and Hayden Panettiere. These are regular cast that come back again. We didn't get to see Neve Campbell this time. There was a salary dispute, and so Neve said adios amigos to Scream.
Well, you know, it falls into it. They have made this, well, hey, she was in it longer than poor Drew Barrymore was in the first one. You know, they paid her no telling what for that first one. She was there, what, 10 minutes, you know. But needless to say, our Ghostface killer is back again, and now he's in the Big Apple. He sort of reminds me of Jason Voorhees in Friday the 13th, had to go to the Big Apple, you know. Hey, but sometimes, you know, some of these people just cannot get over problems that have happened to them in the past and has to continue to keep coming back.
Well, you know, I don't know if I could get over this myself.
Well, that's true, you know, but, you know, this one here carries a little different. You know, it's the Big Apple, college campuses, vendettas from the past, families connected, a little bit like the Mafia mama, the family there, right. You know. But for those that are Scream fans, they're going to enjoy this movie.
Exactly. And, you know, this one is the first one in the series of the 6 that has grossed over $100,000 at the box office since Scream 2. So this one did very well at the box office. It's been very well received. And we've had a lot of people come in, and when it was playing at the theater out at the 3-star, and tell us how good it was.
Yeah.
Before we got to see it.
That's right. And you know, this one here brings a whole little bit different outlook to the Ghostface.
It did.
And, you know, it was good to see Courtney Cox back in this role. I mean, heck, she may get tired of it, but
hey, it's a paycheck.
That's right. And normally, you know, she don't have to have that much screen time in a movie like Scream. And heck, if worse comes to worse, they can kill you off pretty quick and you're done, so.
That's true. You know what I like about Scream?
What?
As opposed to some of the other horror franchises? These are real people. When you stab them or shoot them, they die.
Yeah.
Unlike Jason and Michael, who just keep coming back and coming back, you know.
Yeah, you know, I think Jamie Lee Curtis pretty well did him in on that last one.
You think so? I think he's going to reincarnate into a different human being, and he'll be like Chucky.
Well, he may be now, so.
You know.
But,
it's like taking your babies to Brushy Mountain. They're going to come back with an entity in them, and they're going to be, oh, where'd this kid come from? You remember when you took him to Brushy Mountain? I still can't get over that. I'm sorry, I digress.
But this one right here was really a fun horror movie to watch. If, you know, cause
I think all of them have been in a way.
yeah, they've all had a little lighter twist to the horror genre, and I think that's part of what's made their success so great.
They don't take themselves too seriously.
That's a good opinion.
Yeah.
You know, and hey, you put somebody in a black outfit behind a mask.
It can be anybody.
That's right. And hey, in the middle of the darkness, somebody comes out looking like that, you normally get scared.
And just think how many of those masks sell every year at Halloween.
There's no telling.
I mean, it's just probably unreal. I
It
wish
is.
I had the franchise license for it.
Right. We may need to put our buddy Matt Hughes in one. He likes to do all
he
kinds
would
of.
be.
Yeah.
Yeah, tall as he is, he'd be a big old.
Yeah. He likes to scare people anyway. I think that he really enjoys that. So I don't know what we could put Skippy in that he's got, though.
No, we find Skippy. Skippy is his dog. We need to explain that to people.
Yes, so.
What we put Skippy in. Skippy's his little dog that's about.
Yeah, this big. And here Matt's 6'6" or something.
Right.
You know.
Carry this little Skippy dog.
Right. But anyway, we hope that you can enjoy Scream 6, and
Evidently we did, right?
that's right, or we've had a good time joking with and going on about it.
All right. So we've had a good time being here with you today, and we hope to see you back next week on Reels to Rentals.